I re-engineered the granny square using a puff stitch, so it actually has a little bit of body, a little bit of structure. I wasn't trying to design anything. I was just rotting after work, making way too many puff granny squares. And then my head got cold. I walked outside and the wind slapped me across the ears like a Victorian ghost, shaming me for my lack of hair.
It's so cold.
But it sparked a thought. I could make a hat. I decided to flip the squares upside down and then fold them over to form a cuff. And suddenly things started to look intentional. Start with 3 different colors because it does create this really cool little spiral effect. I had the squares, I had the motivation, but I did not have a plan. But I was like, what if I just started to join the squares together? 3 squares seemed like a good place to start. I mean, I wasn't trying to make a beret, although that is a good idea. 3 colored squares in kind of a little triangular odd shape here. So I'm going to start with doing a border stitch along the top of the first one. Now I'm ready to add my second piece. I'm going to go through and in that border and in this side, I'm going to do just a slip stitch. What the back side looks like. Okay, and we keep single crocheting along the top. Now we're going to add our third color. Join this last side. You see it does kind of raise up a little bit, which is where we start to get the tip of our hat. Oh, almost went the wrong one. Third side here. We are fully joined, and when I look at it from the other side, this really mild little point. It should kind of sit like this. 2 rounds in, it was not giving beanie. In the Stitch Lab live crochet sessions, someone said that it looked like something a video game character would wear. You know, like the wise forest guy who gives you like a mushroom amulet or something and then sends you on a side quest. That kind of vibe. And they weren't wrong. But I had an idea rooted in my love of bizarre crochet geometry. I was pretty sure I could turn some squares into some nice tubes to sit on a head. It looks like we have made like a Rubik's Cube. If you close this, what would this be? If you wanted a dice, you could do that, but we aren't. We're doing a hat. So I kept going. And then on the third round, I decided to flip the squares upside down and then fold them over to form a cuff. There were gaps between the granny squares, but I had a solution. I created little half-grannies to fill the corners. Where your cuff is to do that fold, you have this raised seam. This is gonna be your fold line. By doing the seam this way, given a little bit of extra length on all of these sides, will make your cuff not quite as tight as the rest of the hat, which is what then allows it to fold over and sit so nicely without having it feel like it's squeezing your head or anything. And that was it. I had a full puff granny stocking cap beanie that didn't even need blocking to give it its shape. It just was perfect as it was. First outing, someone at the grocery store complimented it, which confirmed I needed to make this a pattern. Okay, but then I thought, you know, stocking cap, cute, but not everyone loves the little beanie bit. So what if I made a skull cap version? And of course, to keep things interesting, I switched yarns, new fiber, same squares, same obsession. I was puff grannying away to my heart's content in yet another Stitch Lab session when I realized something. I had instinctively been stopping the squares one round early. Turns out the yarn I'd been using was technically too big, so it only took me 5 rounds instead of the usual 6 to reach the correct granny square size. But that instinctual shorter square still worked perfectly. So surprise, same great granny, but new yarn unlocked, which also meant I could make puff grannies a little bit faster. The accident became the solution. This one's 1 round shorter to accommodate chunkier yarn, but hey, that just means it seamed together faster. Now we're slip stitching through 1, 2 single crochets. I think I started this in a direction that's weird for me. Let me turn it around. I'm just grabbing the outside loops. So I join this across. And then when I turn it the other way, you have a really nice edge here because you have the tops of the single crochets lying really flat. It looks really pretty because this is going to be what you see on your cuff. So that other all green side of my half granny. If we look at it from the top, we now have matching colors, and I fold it up, it's gonna lay right over that same color. It's gonna look great. A great place to get a little bit of motivation to keep going. Put it on, fold this up. If we were going for like a sailor cap, we're there. It's so cute. It moved through its awkward medieval phase faster this time with 1 less round. Same idea, regular join until you hit the last round. Then you flip the last round of squares upside down so they can fold over with the right sides up. Then half diamond to finish it up. The result is more fitted, a tighter silhouette, still entirely made out of our adorable granny squares. So I made the one beanie, was obsessed, made the other one, both worked, same square, perfect fit. And this is what the pre-joining diagrams look like. It's honestly a little bit suspicious. I'm not saying I blacked out and designed a system, but here we are. I'm gonna give you a little spin so you can see all sides here of how amazing this looks. I still am surprised when things turn out this well, and depending on kind of your outfit, you can choose between which side you want front, and it's gonna go with a lot of different things. So what else can we make from puff granny squares? I've still got a pile, and I'm sure you've got ideas, so let's make this our puff granny version of Iron Chef. Leave me a comment, suggest fun ideas, and if you want to make this exact beanie or this one. The full pattern is linked in the description, and if you want to make unhinged yet fabulous crochet pieces with me on a regular basis, check out the Stitch Lab community, link in the description box. I'm Lee, happy crocheting. I'll see you next time.